Alright guys, I have my ears on. You know what that means. We have a Disney recipe. And I realized I forgot to wear these in the margarita episode, which I guess maybe because it's an alcoholic beverage I can let it slide, but I apologize. But we're going to do a Disney recipe. Now it's not a World Showcase recipe, so this isn't part of that series, but I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was the Writer's Shop was the name of the restaurant. It was in Disney's Hollywood Studios. So they used to have this carrot cake cookie. And I know it's since changed into a different location and the recipe isn't exactly the same, but I remember when I was younger, I was probably like middle school, my mom and I used to get these. My mom's a huge carrot cake fan, and these carrot cake cookies with cream cheese frosting on the inside they're amazing. So we're gonna make those today. So we're gonna utilize the same method that we did for our cake mix cookies, like in the beginning of my channel with the really grainy quality video, so you don't have to go back to that, but I will link it up above so you guys can see it. But we're gonna be making basically a cake box mix cookie. So the store actually didn't have any carrot cake mix, but they did have a spice cake mix. So I'm just gonna turn it into carrot cake by adding some raisins, some carrots, and I'm gonna add walnuts. Actually, you know, I'm not gonna add the walnuts because I don't think that's in the original recipe. So I'm really excited about this, but this is definitely like an older favorite like of Disney, and it's something that I just remember from my childhood or young adulthood. So I'll show you guys the ingredients. Alright guys, so these are our ingredients. So to make the cake mix cookies, it's a box of cake mix with a half of a cup of vegetable oil and 2 eggs. I'm also going to be adding some shredded carrots in there, a little bit of orange zest, and some raisins, so it's more like a carrot cake, because a carrot cake is essentially a spice cake with, you know, carrots and some dried fruit in it. And there's sometimes nuts in it, but that wasn't in the original recipe, so I'm not going to do it. And then for our frosting, we are going to use cream cheese, butter. Oh, I forgot the powdered sugar and vanilla. Sorry, I'm not prepared. But it should be, I'll let you guys know, is that I've let the cream cheese and the butter, and this is unsalted butter, soften for about a half an hour when we make the frosting. It's a little bit easier. But yeah, we'll start by making the cake. Alright guys, so I have a mixing bowl all set, so we're gonna go ahead and add our spiced cake mix. I don't know if you guys can see it. I showed you guys earlier, so I'm gonna start by adding that. Alright, so we have our cake mix. Now I'm going to add half of a cup of vegetable oil. Next I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to do them one at a time, and I'm going to put them in my measuring cup to make sure I don't get any shells. Alright, so we have our eggs. Now I'm going to add some orange zest. Alright, that was a zest of about half of the orange, and now I'm going to add about a cup of carrots. I'm just going to eye it. These are shredded carrots, but we're just going to add that right in there. And then we're going to add, I have these raisin packs. I'm just going to add 1 pack. Alright, so we have our cookie base. We're just going to stir this up. Alright, so our mixture is all set. Now we're going to get a sheet tray lined with our silicone mat, and we're going to portion these out. Alright, so I ended up deciding to make 9 cookies, so we are going to have one oddball that won't turn into a sandwich, but I just felt like they were going to be too small if I did the 12. So we're going to put these in an oven, a 350-degree oven, for about 10 minutes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start our frosting. So we're going to add 1 stick of butter, which is 8 tablespoons, into here, and then 8 ounces of cream cheese. Oh, right there. I have our 8 ounces of cream cheese and our 1 stick of butter. Both of those were softened. So now we're going to add 1 cup of confectionery sugar. Alright, I have our 1 cup of confectionery sugar. Now I have a half a cup of canned crushed pineapple. I'm going to add right in here. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I have the 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and whenever I make anything, I know the recipe that I use, which is from Disney Food Blog, which is one of my favorite channels to follow, I always add a little bit of salt. So I'm adding like a pinch of salt to this. So we're going to whip this up into a frosting. Alright, so we have our whipped cream cheese frosting. So I've gone ahead and set up a pastry bag with a star tip, so we're going to spoon our mixture into there. So we have our frosting. I'm just going to put it in the fridge to let it set. We have our carrot cake cookies. So these are gonna take, I'm gonna let these cool. I'm gonna transfer them to a baking rack. I will let you know, since they were a little bit big, they took about 15 minutes to bake at 350. So we're gonna let these cool before we add the frosting. I also wanna clarify, it's Writer's Stop, not Writer's Shop. I corrected myself, okay? But we're gonna let the cookies cool. I have them on a cooling rack, and then we'll pipe in the cream cheese frosting. All right guys, so our cookies are nice and cooled. We're gonna go ahead and pipe the cream cheese filling inside. Alright guys, we have our delicious looking cookies. What do you guys think? I think they look awesome. I'm really excited to try them. But yeah, this is inspired by the Writer's Stop, not Shop, at Disney's Hollywood Studios from back in the day. Alright guys, what did you think? I thought it was amazing. I already had like a little one. The leftover cookie I made, and I just took and ate some. I don't know what I'm saying, I apologize. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another one of our Disney series. Oh, I didn't show you. Magic Band. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know what the next Disney or Universal recipe is gonna be, so let me know in the comments down below if there's a certain one you want to see. But thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.